Auds again. So today I'm gonna try doing something a little different with you guys. I am gonna play one of my absolute favorite games, Dragon Age. It's a game series. It's a fantasy RPG, and it's so much fun. I highly recommend it to everyone. Alright, so I'm going to be starting a new game, and this is the first in the series. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. This is definitely one of my favorite games as an adult. You can see I've got the subtitles on up here because I didn't want to bother you guys with the sounds. It's definitely got some fighting in it, so I didn't want too many loud noises to disrupt you, to disrupt us. So this is one of my favorite games. You get to customize your character, which is fantastic. So there are a few different races. You can be different classes and specializations. It's really cool. Every race and class has its own little backstory, which is really nice. It's a little violent, but it's not too violent, and you can turn off the perpetual gore, which I always do because I don't like seeing blood. I don't need realism. The graphics aren't that great because it's from several years ago, and this is the first, in the series, but the story is so good and the voice acting is so good. It's just such a fantastic game. I love it. So this is the basic history of the world. These are the Grey Wardens fighting against these demonic creatures. As you can see, we've got mages who use magic, we've got rogues and warriors and elves and dwarves and humans, all kinds of people. Everyone's getting mown down by the darkspawn, as you can see. That's the demony things, their darkspawn. And here we have the tradition of the Grey Wardens continuing. They're always training and waiting for when the Blight returns. The Blight brings the Darkspawn, or the Darkspawn brings the Blight. So this is one of our main characters here. Not the dead guy, him. He's fantastic. I think he's fantastic. Some people don't like him. Duncan is his name. I think he's nifty. Alright, look at his little ponytail. He's fantastic. Okay. Maker, help us all. The Blight is coming. So I'm just gonna focus on character creation today. The background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Obviously. Okay. Ooh, my system's a little laggy right now. I'll have to figure out why it's slowing. Alright, let's pick female. So this is the standard female human. This guy right here. Here's a little history about the humans. They're the most numerous, yet the most divided of all the races. Only 4 times have they ever society. It distinguishes them culturally from elves and dwarves more than anything else. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages. So that's something to take into consideration, is your race affects what class you can be. Humans and elves can be all the classes. Dwarves cannot be mages, alright, because they don't have magic. These are the racial benefits you get from being a human. It's very much like Dungeons and Dragons, this first game especially. Alright, so let's look at the elf. You see how she's shorter? Her features are a little bit finer. She's very, very skinny, probably because she's malnourished. Alright, let's look at their background. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging an impoverished life, living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their old gods as they roam the ancient forests, welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages. I usually like to be an elf because I guess I'm just that level of nerd. You get 2 willpower and 2 magic. You get less racial benefits than you do being a human, but notice they're higher, and you have naturally more magic. Usually when I'm an elf, I choose to be a mage, but the only kind of poopy thing about that with this game is you have to be from the tower or the chantry, so you have to be part of the human world for your backstory. You can't be Dalish, which is my favorite. And in the third game, you can be a Dalish elf and be a mage, and it's fantastic. I hope you don't mind me taking some sips of water. I've got a little cold going on, and it helps keep my throat nice and feeling okay. Okay, here's the dwarf. Let's read about her. Rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. So you have some racial benefits here. Strength, dexterity, constitution. They're very hardy people. And 10% chance to resist hostile magic, which is nice because there are some really bad magical baddies out there that can make life very, very difficult. See, you only have the rogue and the warrior class, which is sad, but that's okay. Do I want to be a human? The human has a really very, very moving backstory if you choose either warrior or rogue. If you choose mage, it's the same backstory as elf if you choose mage. I think I'm gonna go ahead and be an elf. Look, she's so tiny. Look at her hands. They're so different from human hands. Well, actually, they're exactly the same. But on the human, they fit her a little bit better because she's bigger. See? Same hands, a little bit skinnier, but alright. Being a warrior is always fun, and you can choose to be Dalish or a city elf. So that's the Dalish armor, and you see how she has tattoos on her face. Dalish elves have Valasleen, which means blood writing. So every facial tattoo is dedicated to a different god, and you can pick which one you want. It's kind of cool. Or you can be a city elf. The background for the city elf is you have always lived under the heavy thumb of your human overlords, but when a local lord claiming his privilege with the bride shatters your wedding day, the simmering racial tensions explode in a rain of vengeance. So if you're a city elf, you have a very, very violent beginning. You live in an alienage, which is kind of it's where they pretty much force the elves to live in the human cities, and it's sectioned off with gates, and it's like slums. Alright, and this is the warrior's background. For the Dalish, proud of your role as one of the few true elves, you have always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe, until a chance encounter with a relic of your people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you have ever known. I really like this beginning. It's probably my favorite. It's sad, but you also have one of the least violent of the beginnings, which I appreciate. But it is really sad. You have a friend that something bad happens to. This is the warrior class. Warriors are powerful fighters, focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategy. Specializations for a warrior include Berserker, Templar, Champion, and Reaver. Usually, when I play warrior, I'm either a Berserker or a Champion. Sometimes I'll do Templar, but the only real benefit from being a Templar is you can dispel magic, and being a Berserker gives you a whole lot more strength and greater attacks, and being a Champion gives you better defense. And being a Reaver, I haven't done the Reaver one because you have to do some very, very unpleasant things to unlock that training that I just, even in a video game, can't commit myself to doing. What should I pick? Let's look at the Magi. So if you're a Magi, wielding a power as dangerous as it is potent, you know that magic is a curse for those lacking the will to control it. You anxiously await your harrowing, the one chance to prove yourself against the demons lurking without and within. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind. I'm not a big fan of this beginning, but I just love being a mage because you can do some just really cool things, including transforming into different animals, obviously manipulating the elements, healing, all sorts of things. You have entropy magic, it's great. Let's look at the rogue. Rogues are skilled adventurers who come from all walks of life. All rogues possess some skill in picking locks and spotting traps, making them valuable assets to any party. Tactically, they are not ideal frontline fighters, but if rogues can circle around behind their target, they can backstab to devastating effect. Rogue specializations are ranger, bard, duelist, duelist, and assassin. Ranger and bards usually use distance weapons, i.e. bow and arrow or crossbow. Duelist and assassin use daggers. Those are your class benefits. Being a rogue is fun. It's nice to be able to pick locks, spot traps, and disarm traps, but I know myself, if I become a rogue, I will be either a duelist or assassin, and I'll just be frontline. So I may as well just be a warrior, you know? So I can just beat the ever-loving crud out of things and not worry about weak health or bad armor. I know what you're thinking. A very small female elf as a warrior probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think that's the route I'm gonna go so I can actually be Dalish and a warrior. Alright, so I'm going to be a female Dalish elf warrior. Alright, and that means I get to choose really cool tattoos, and we get cool armor, as you can see here. Much better than what the mages wear, which is this. And they pretty much wear this or something like this throughout the entire game, and they wear these cones on their heads and look so stupid. So let's be a Dalish warrior. Alright, next. So this is the first preset, which is decent. She's pretty pretty, I guess. Let's look at the next. A little more alien. That's nice too. Oh, I like that one. I like that one a lot. Let's see, this one's decent. Though if you use this hairstyle, another one of your party members has the exact same hairstyle, so that's good too. I like that one. That looks a lot like one of the characters you also get in your party later on. Oh, well, you can always be bald, I guess. I'm gonna start with, let's see, not that one. This basic preset, and then I'm going to fix her up. Okay, let's go to skin. I usually use the palest complexion because I like to model them based on how I look, and I am incredibly pale. Blush color. You can see the different colors on her cheek. Some are nice, and then some are just plain weird. Like, why would you have blue blush? Why would you do that? This isn't a fashion show. Let's give her some basic brown, make her look a little dirty. She lives in the forest. She's probably got some dirt on her. Bring it down in intensity. Let's see, lip color. Do we like that? Let's turn up the intensity a little bit. That's pretty purple. Let's start at the beginning. That's basic, no lip color. Brown, 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 yellowy. Okay, these are like various shades. Oh, I kind of like that one. That's not bad. That's pretty nude. It's almost my... I have a lipstick that is almost that color, and it's my favorite lipstick. Oh, that's good too. I like that one as well. It's a little darker than the other one. And because I'm gonna change the color of her hair and her markings, I may come back and tweak these again later. I think I'm gonna stick with that one for now. There we go. Eyeshadow intensity. Well, let's figure out what color you want first. That's no eyeshadow. crazy gray. That's very spring green right there. Oh, that's a more foresty or true green, grass green. I don't know, it's grayish, dark gray, smoky eyes. Very yellow, that is very yellow, orange, red, pink, 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 purple, 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 bright red, wow. Oh, that's red with smoky, I kind of like that. That's very frosted blue, very early 2000s. Alright, I think I'm gonna stick with, what was that, smoky eye nose. That one, I like that one. It's pretty basic, but it's nice. Okay, I don't know if it needs to be that intense. Okay, there, that's good. Tattoo intensity, yeah. Okay, let's see. That's no tattoo. You can always have her not have a tattoo, but it doesn't really make sense as far as the lore goes, unless she's very young. And she's probably not that young. She's probably an adult already based on what she goes through in her life, so let's give her a tattoo. You get the phalloceline when you become an adult. That's Algernon. I'm not a big fan of Algernon. Androil. No, that's Andrew, excuse me. No, which one? It's not bad, but I think that's Gillinane, but that one might actually be Gillinane. I think, I mean, I like that one, but I think I'm gonna go with, I'm adjusting the eyeshadow intensity now. Good job, me. What do you think? I can't decide if I want that one or just that. I may go with just this because I kind of like how it makes it look like she has antlers. What do we think of the eyeshadow? Yeah, let's leave it there. Okay, and then the tattoo. Is that Mythal? I don't remember. Okay, tattoo color. Let's change the color. Let's give it some color. Okay. I usually like to make them green because I usually choose Silaise and she's like the goddess of life pretty much, but you can't really tell what color these are even when the intensity is all the way up, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. I don't know, what do you think? Is that decent? That's a little yellowy. Oh, heck. I don't know. I'll go with that one. It's decent. Okay. Next, we'll choose her hair. So, let's start at the beginning, which is bald. Nice. Okay. Another shade of bald. Very good. Oh, wow. Page boy. It's a page boy Vulcan look. I like that one. Not about pigtails. Bun. Another character has this hairstyle, though. That's not bad. It's very close to the one that Liliana, one of your companions, has, but it's not bad. That's the one Liliana has. this is the one that Liliana has. Hello. I kind of like that one for a warrior because it's short and it's got those flyaways which make it look like she just doesn't have time to be bothered about her hair. Which I think makes sense. There's also the ponytails. I think there are a couple. Yeah, there are a couple different ponytails. And the high bun, which isn't bad either. It's kind of nice, but I think I'm gonna go with that one. Hair color. I, again, like to base it on myself. So that would be about this color. A little more blonde. That's very red. That's very red. That's more brown. Yeah, and then we're back to black. Okay, so I think we'll stick. Yeah, because I'm a little more blonde than red. So I guess I'll stick with that. Eyebrows, you can't really see them anyway. Whoa. I think the eyebrows are the same between genders, so that's why they are the way they are. You can either have caterpillars or barely anything. Eyebrow color. Let's leave her eyebrows maybe a shade darker than her actual hair. Because even though that's not natural, it looks better. As someone who is blonde and has blonde eyebrows, I always have to fill them in so you can see them. It's very annoying. We'll just leave them there. That's decent. Okay. Eyes. Eye shape. Let's look at the different shapes, okay? So we've got relatively wide-eyed right here, and then we've got a little bit more sultry of a gaze, I guess, with the narrowing. That just looks narrow. Those are at an angle. I'm going to say I usually like to make innocent looking characters because I feel like I'm very innocent looking. So let's give her wide eyes, wide big eyes to see in the dark. There we go, she looks like an alien now. Perfect. What do we think? Is that good? I think that's good. I think the height is perfect. Eye color. So this is on the basic color, which is that grayish blue. A darker blue. Darker blue. A turquoisey blue. I like that one. It's like a green, brown, a lighter brown. That's an orangey brown, very warm. Dark brown. Gray. Dark gray. I'm gonna give her the bright turquoise eyes because elves have you find out later on in the lore that the more sort of electric or unnatural, not human their coloring, the more closely they are related to their ancestors. So that means like the less mixing they've had with humans, and because she's Dalish, I'm gonna say she doesn't have a lot of mixing with humans. Okay, brow depth, so let's turn her sideways. Well, sideways. Okay. I think that's good, but let's see what happens. It makes it clip through her hair. That is so cute. Alright, let's drop it down. Put it back in the middle. There we go. Brow height. Let's see. A little bit higher makes her look just slightly more innocent. Good. Okay, I like Again, because it kind of looks like me, I've got a very straight, narrow nose, but it's a little long, so I think I'm not going to go through all of this because then we'd just be here forever. I may just adjust a couple things. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I like that more. Otherwise, parfait. She's staying the way she is. Mouth. See, I don't know if I'm gonna adjust the mouth too much because you can make them look so weird. Like, watch this. I mean, she's had a lot of collagen. Let's give her. It's just so weird. Look at that. That is not natural. That is so not cute. And you can give her an overbite or an underbite. Let's give her none a bite. Okay, and then oh my god. Alright, let's drop that back to around maybe there and there. I think, yeah, she looks like a normal person again, which is nice. Okay, and that's kind of like me. My mouth isn't too wide. Alright, jaws and cheekbones. Cheekbone width, cheek full. Bam. Yeah, give her a rounder face. Chin height. No, I liked it better. Yeah, I like that. Okay, chin width. I actually kind of like it the way it is. Jaw width. There we go. Soften that face a little bit more. Cheekbone. Give her a little bit more of an angular look. Oh, that's too much. That's definitely too much. Yeah, that looks okay. Do you guys think that looks okay? I think she's pretty. Okay, neck. Ear height. So, I don't know if you'll be able to see the ears. I like to give my elves really big ears. Like, super big. The neck I usually leave in the middle. I mean, it doesn't. You can just make her really super skinny, but maybe a little over the middle. She's a warrior after all, you know. Okay. Oh my god, okay, so let's look at the different expressions. Your little avatar down here, your portrait can have. They're the best. Look at that. Look at that. What is this? What is she trying to be sultry? What is she doing? Look at that face. Yeah, I may choose that one. I just, what were they thinking? Literally, what were they thinking with those expressions? Come on. Just give her no expression, blank face. So the default name is Lina. I'm a nerd, so I usually base my character names on the elven pantheon, the elven gods. So I think I'm gonna do that again, and I'm going to name her Mythes. I'm gonna name her Mythes, which is a combination of Mythal and Salés, which are two of my favorite gods. Okay, be able to hear it. I am gonna give her the, I think, cocky voice. Oh God, what did that do to her mouth? Why did that happen? What does wise look like? Experienced. Actually, experience might not be bad. That looks the least silly. Oh gosh, why does her mouth do that thing where it grows in size? That's very odd. Oh gosh, no. Let's do experienced. I like that. She looks like a normal person when she talks. Okay, alright, now we're going to assign stats. So she's a warrior, right? So we want to make sure she's got strength, willpower, cunning, constitution, and let's go ahead. Elves have relatively frail constitution, so I'm going to go ahead and give that last point to her constitution. Next, we'll do magic and another cunning. But yeah, to start out with, that's a nice balanced attribute. Okay, so the thing about this is all of these are really handy. This is the warrior one, obviously. You'll always want to do combat tactics because it opens up different options for you later on. But herbalism, no. Requires 10 cunning. Coercion is really good. Being able to lie to others is really beneficial in this game. But why can't I choose? Oh, I need 12 cunning. No, we'll go with lying right now. But I'm definitely gonna give her survival later on because that will definitely help. But right now we are just going to go with coercion, so she can lie her way out of situations that she needs to, which comes in so handy in this game. So handy. She can't pickpocket. I mean, she could, but that's more like a rogue thing. Trap making is more roguey. This can be rogue as well as, I guess, magic. This is really the magic one. Herbalism, it's healing. It's making salves and potions. Okay, trap making can be roguish or warrior-y, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Let's pick some talents. Powerful. Maybe she's just super awesome. She'll body slam you. She's good at archery already, which kind of sucks because I don't like archery. I like wailing on stuff. I'm gonna make her so there are different options you can choose. Obviously, archery, dual weapon, which is two swords or 2 daggers. There's archery, weapon and shield, so large shield, large weapon, like a mace or a sword. I like two-handed weapon because you just wail on stuff, you just beat the crud out of it, you know what I mean? So I think that may be what I do. Requires 15 strength. I may do that two-handed, or these are basic warrior talents. Sacrifice attack speed, or I may do powerful because she's an elf. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1 powerful. Alright. And then I'm going to do bubble strike. or do I want mighty blow? So, critical damage and penalty to speed. Alright, I'll do that as well. Okay, alright, so this may launch me into the beginning scene. If so, I'll just go to where I can save, and then I'll save and we'll pick up from there. Okay. Yeah, nightmare. No thanks, we'll go for easy, because I don't want this to be a stressful experience for anyone. Okay, so nice, easy storytelling game. Alright, so we're playing this for the story. Here's my backstory. I was born amidst the Dalish. We refused to join human society because they subjugated us. We travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain our half-forgotten lore in a human world that fears and despises us because the humans are jerks. We hunt with my clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, my quarry is not always the local wildlife. I'm gonna beat up some humans. Oh no, that's Tamlin, my buddy. It's a Dalish. You three are where you shouldn't be. Let us pass, elf. You have no right to stop us. No, we'll see about that, won't we? Here I come, with my bow and arrow. You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt. We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us. You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you haven't drove us from our homeland. We've done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours. This forest isn't ours, fool. You stumbled too close to our camp. You shepherds are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethaline? What should we do with them? Alright, let's see. Kill them, what do I care? The others will never know. Let them go. You judge humans too harshly. Let's find out what they're doing here. Give them a warning. Killing them will only bring trouble. I think I'm never sort of the violent type. It goes against my nature. So let's find out what they're doing here. Doesn't matter, hunting or banditry. We'll need to move camp if we let them live. We didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave. Yes, a cave with ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be treasure, so you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits. If you've been there, you should have treasure to prove it. Huh? I'd like to see these ruins. We know this forest. There are caves but no ruins. You lie! Let's go with number 2. 2. There we go. So would I. I've never heard of ruins in these parts. I have proof here. We found this just inside the entrance. Stone has carvings. Is this elvish? Written elvish. There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though. Why not? There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Think the maker we were able to outrun it. A demon? Where is this cave? Just off to the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside. Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go? Yeah, we're gonna go with 2. Option number 2. Run along then, Shems, and don't come back until we Dalish have moved on. Of course, thank you, thank you. Well, shall we see if there's any truth to their story? Their carvings make me curious. Do I want to be a goody two-shoes? Do I want to be brash? Or do I want to be hesitant? Let's be hesitant. Probably woke up a bear. Let's see if these ruins actually exist, and then we'll worry about what to So here we go. This is the beginning of the game, and I'm going to save here. Alrighty. So let's name this first save. Okay, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments and subscribe so you get up-to-date videos from me. Okay,